Showtime. Hello, everybody. It's Sunday, and we are back with you live. Today we have Carrie Rodriguez and Luke Jacobs with us. They're in the green room at home in Austin, Texas, where they live. We'll be bringing them in shortly. I want to thank everybody from Carrie's Facebook page for jumping in and joining us here today. We'll have a bunch of songs from them coming up shortly. And Michele Gazic is on board in the green room. He's outside of Venice, Italy. He'll give us an update on the happenings around him in Italy. And we spent the morning this morning watching the procession with John Lewis's casket make its way one final time across the Edmund Pettus Bridge. And the caisson of the casket, the horse-drawn casket caisson, was modeled after the same caisson that carried Dr. Martin Luther King to his final resting place, and a similar caisson was used for John F. Kennedy. And we sat in bed watching it on our laptop live in tears, and my eyes are pretty, I don't know, that feeling you get after you cry quite a bit, sandy, salty, heavy. What a life, what a human being. What an incredible impact John Lewis had on the way things are done here in the United States. We are not there yet, but he moved it forward. Him and his fellow activists moved the dial, and are a testament to the power of what one life committed to justice can accomplish. He's now laying in state in the Capitol in Alabama, where the governor, along with some military personnel, put the wreath in front of his casket, and it'll be open to the public, I believe, for the next 24 hours. And I just want to honor him. And if you haven't, please watch the Netflix Selma. I believe it was on Netflix. We watched it when it premiered. An incredible movie, and we want to watch it again tonight, I think. But watching those horses draw the caisson across that bridge this morning was deeply emotional for both of us. And there were no comments, no commentators. It was done in silence. All you could hear were the clicking of the press's cameras, everyone trying to get the shot. And they got the shot. They got so many shots. It was deeply moving and incredibly powerful. And I really don't know what else to say except for John Lewis is now immortal, an icon in the fight for social justice in these United States of America. Another thing I wanted to bring up before we bring everybody in is my garden. I am not a gardener. I am a folk singer who travels for a living, and have never been home in the summer to garden. But this summer I am home, and I'm learning a lot. My first 2 rounds of gardening were catastrophically bad. The plants looked ill and were ill, and we bought all kind of stuff to try to fix them, but we lost them. So then round 3, I started to learn some more stuff about dirt and pH and how to put mulch on top of good dirt to make it last, and so forth and so on. And long story short, I have got the most beautiful okra blooming right now. If you haven't seen an okra flower, check out my Instagram. I threw an okra flower on because I'm so enamored with the absolute beauty of an okra flower. The okra is a plant that thrives in hot weather, and man, it's been hot down here. And the flower comes before the okra, which grows behind the flower and pushes the flower out and to the ground, and the flower dies as the okra grows. And if you don't know how to eat okra, look up some recipes. There's some good stuff. I grew up in South Louisiana, where okra is everywhere. Because it's so hot, it's a thriving vegetable down there. You use it to thicken the gumbo. You can just stew it in tomatoes with onions. You can parboil it and dip it in red vinegar, red wine vinegar. There's, of course, 1,000 ways to fry it and put it in some sauce of your choosing. How do you like your okra, Jamie?
Oh, I love fried okra.
Fried.
With dipped in ranch dressing.
Ranch dressing she likes.
Put everything in ranch dressing.
I put it in ketchup. Fry it up with some Tony Chachere's Creole seasoning in the batter and dip it in ketchup, and it's better than French fries.
I also like pickled okra, like dried okra.
Pickled okra.
I like okra in every form.
Dried okra, okra. So the okra's happy back there, the eggplants are happy back there, and the jalapenos are still on the jalapeno bush or tree or plant.
Yeah, thanks everyone for your recipes. We
Waiting for me.
promise we'll do it soon.
Yeah, we picked 2 and filled the kitchen with some noxious oil that our eyes were not happy about when I seeded and stemmed them for some guacamole. So we've got to figure out how to cook that those jalapenos without destroying our vision. So we're gonna learn. Anyway, let's start with this song. I taught a class yesterday on the notion of prosody in songwriting. I taught it online on Zoom, part of my masterclass series. And prosody is this sense of unity in a song where all things are working together towards one aim, unity. And prosody is the coming together of sounds and cadence to create one emotional truth. And this is a song I used as an example. I haven't played this in years, but I used to play it all the time. It's called Falling Out of Love. It's a cheap hotel. The heat pipes hiss. The bathroom's down the hall, and it smells like this. It's another night in another town, and I'm another blues traveler headed down. Falling out of love, it's a dangerous thing with its slippery slope and its weighted wings, with its birds of prey circling overhead, casting vulture shadows on barren beds. Let me out. Set me free. Let me out. Set me free. Clock inside the church bell tower rings your name every hour. I see your face, touch your hair. The ringing fades and nobody's there. Falling out of love, it's a treacherous thing, with its crucible kiss, with its ravaged ring, with its holy whispers, labyrinth lies, sacrilegious, hungry sighs. Let me out. Set me free. Let me out. set me free. I walk the streets, taste the dirt. I'm flesh and blood, and my body hurts. I search your silence, looking for a crack, for a passageway where I can pull you back. Falling out of love is a tedious thing, with its jailhouse smirk, with its chain gang swing, with its time to serve, with its sentence set, with its warm blood, with its cold sweat. Let me out. Set me free. Let me out. Set me free. Yeah. Well, we're gonna play another song and bring in Carrie Rodriguez, who I'm excited to talk to here today.
So stoked.
So stoked. We'll play this one also thinking about John Lewis and the soul of John Lewis, released into eternity. This is a song I wrote after a good friend of mine named Dave Carter passed away. And I wrote it thinking about the notion of a jazz funeral from the city where I was born, New Orleans, where people gather on the street behind a band, a brass band with the snare drum, marching to the gravesite to release the soul and celebrate the life of an important member of the community. And this one I'm going to sing thinking about John Lewis today, the great American congressman who passed away, a civil rights worker, but more than that, social justice worker. He didn't just work in the name of racial justice, he worked in the name of justice for all. What an icon, what a life. The parade of souls marches across the sky. Their heat and light bathed in blue as they march by. While the all-stars play, when the saints go marching in, until the second line forms, they wave white hankies in the wind. Now Shatsmo takes a solo, flashes that $1 million smile. Marie Laveau promenades with Oscar Wilde, and Big Funky Stella twirls her little red umbrella to the beat as the soul parade winds its way down Eternity Street. Souls ain't born, soul don't die. Soul ain't made of earth, ain't made of water, ain't Ride the flaming circle, wind the golden reel, and roll on, brother, in the wheel inside the well. Mardi Gras Indians dance in the streets at sundown. Spy boy meets spy boy, big chief meets big chief uptown. Yeah, they circle and sway in rainbow-colored feathers and beads. Oh, they prance like peacocks, children of slavery free. Souls ain't born, soul don't die. Soul ain't made of earth, ain't made of water, ain't made of sky. Ride the flaming circle, wind the gold rail, and roll on, brother, in the wheel inside the well. The crew of the crossbones parades into the sun. They march through the fire, then come out beating drums. While those French Quarter queens in high-heel drag disguise, they sing over the rainbow till Judy Garland quivers and sighs. Souls ain't born, soul don't die. Soul ain't made of earth, ain't made of water, ain't made of sky. Ride the flaming circle, wind the golden reel, and roll on, brother, in the wheel inside the well. Flambeau dancers light the walkway to Lucky Pierre. They're having a party tonight. All the girls will be there, sipping that wormwood concoction, drinking absinthe, talking trash. Oh, it's a red carpet, black tie, all night celestial bass. Souls ain't born, how could they die? Soul ain't made of earth, ain't made of water, ain't made of sky. Ride the flaming circle, wind the golden rail, and roll on, brother, in the wheel inside the well. I say, roll on, brother, in the wheel inside the well. Roll on, brother, in the wheel inside the well. The big folk ending.
Cracks me up every time.
Oh, yeah, let's bring in Carrie and Luke and see how everybody's doing down in Austin, Texas today.
Y'all, smoking. That was so fantastic. Thank you.
Oh, it's so good to see y'all.
You too. Wonderful to see and hear you both. Beautiful.
Oh, gosh. So much to ask you, so much to say. Tell me what you've been up to since the shutdown. The game has changed, and you have pivoted to adapt to the new reality.
Yeah, I feel like we're making the most out of our 960 square foot house. Luke and I have a 4-year-old, as you know, Cruz, and so life is just, we do everything together, and we've been music-wise making videos at home, make a couple of songs a week called A Song for You, and Cruz has become the producer, and he's really good on the technical end of things.
That's so great.
So he likes to set up all the gear and get the Logic Pro X session started.
I will say this: I've watched several of those, and the video quality, audio quality is stellar. Is that something that you guys have worked on, or is that something that you just had in your back pocket waiting for the shutdown?
Well, let Luke talk about that part. That's his area of
Luke
expertise.
is the videographer. Is that correct?
That's correct, yeah.
Man, it looks so good.
Oh, thank you, Mary. And Mary, it's so good to see you.
You too, my friend.
And you too, Jamie. Yeah. So yeah, the music part, I've been recording for quite some time. You know, as a side person, there are needs, you know, in your musical community to maybe throw a track down. So that's something that I've always known a little bit about. Yeah.
And then on the video end of things, you also...
Yeah, on the video end of things, I started a business called Perfecto Creative about 5 years ago. Right around when Cruz came into the world, we were going to kind of slow down the touring a bit, and we needed a way to make money at home. So that's where the video stuff kind of came in, and photography, design work.
Well, kudos to you, and congratulations on absolutely beautiful videos that you're putting out right at a time when people really need that the comfort that it brings. You know, I find that this is not really self-indulgence; it's actually service. And you brought a beautiful quality sound and video to the world right when people were shut down and locked in. And I know that here in the United States, most of us are still being very, very careful and not going out if we don't have to. Certainly here in Nashville, as the numbers keep climbing, and there in Austin, we're certainly being careful. And gosh, you guys are doing a great job. So you're doing a song every week?
Yeah, usually a couple. You know, sometimes more, occasionally less. But we're working on that. You know, we're pretty busy with Cruz. I try to get outside. You know, in Texas, summer, we usually go to Minnesota every summer for a month and house sit for dear friends. So we had to forgo that this year. Just the safety and logistics. I know.
Yeah.
So we're experiencing Texas in its full strength here.
Full heat, full Austin heat.
Oh my gosh.
It's been intense, but you've got to get out early in the morning. So, you know, I go on an exercise journey with Cruz every morning. Luke gets up at 6 to go running every morning. But it's been great. It's like I'm reconnecting with the place that I grew up with in different ways. For example, on my nature walks with Cruz, you know, they started in March and things were blooming, and I started noticing all these wildflowers that I just never really paid attention to, you know, and so we'd see a couple new ones blooming and come home and look them up on the internet and try our best at drawing a little picture of them and labeling just to keep track. And I've now learned 20 different flowers that I never knew about before. I learned
that's
their names.
beautiful.
And
that's beautiful.
yeah, so little things like that I've been really appreciating, just noticing, appreciating things like that.
I've given Cruz 2 haircuts.
Yeah.
It's arguable which one was better or worse.
And he has not allowed me to give him a haircut yet,
Nope.
Luke, as you can see. Yeah.
I'm chasing my good friend Graham Weber, who I know you know, in length. So
Wow.
You got
6
you got
years
a
to go.
you got a
6
ways
years
to
to
go,
go.
brother.
Yeah.
Ways to
Yeah.
go. Yeah. Yeah. So we've all just sort of pivoted into a different a reality and a different series of opportunities, and one is being home for several seasons. You know, up here in Nashville, Jamie lived in Austin for quite a while, and she's like, I've never been through seasons.
Yeah.
Like every 4 months, we're in a different season here in Nashville. We have 4 legit, real different seasons,
Beautiful.
and summer is dead on summer, and you know, fall is absolutely beautiful. But we're in the midst of real summer here, and so the heat is quite intense, and the afternoon thunderstorms are powerful, and we're eating the summer vegetables. And oh, by the way, thanks for sending me the info on those beans. We can't wait to get some of those great beans and do some of the magic that you and your mom do
Oh man,
with those beans.
beans, and you know what is great with beans? Okra.
Cornbread.
Well, cornbread, but yeah, your okra.
okra.
I was gonna,
Absolutely.
man, I was gonna add to your list of ways to cook okra. Lately, our favorite thing is roasting okra. My mom showed me this. Just roast it, like 375 with olive oil, salt, and pepper, and it kind of dries it out and makes it even sweeter and a little crispy on
Ooh.
the edges.
Well, I got a bowl full of
good.
it I picked this morning before the thunderstorm came, so I'm gonna try that.
It's my favorite and the easiest way to cook it.
Yeah, olive oil, salt, and pepper in the oven. You know, you can't top that.
You can
Cauliflower, green bean, it's just the way to go. Oh my gosh. So, look, we've got on screen here, CarrieRodriguez.com, a song for you. Sign up for Carrie's and Luke's weekly or semi weekly songs. They're really well done, and the audio and visual quality is very, very high. Just a lovely gift to the world. Thank you for doing that.
Thank you, Mary.
We'd love to hear you play some songs, my friend.
Let's do it. Yeah.
We're going to put us in the green room, and you guys can introduce them. Give us 2 if you would.
Okay, we'll do it. I'll take off these headphones and I'll put them back on when we're done.
Thank you.
Okay, all right. Let's see. So, yeah, headphone hair. We're just gonna have to go there today. All right, this is a song called Frío en el Alma. That means cold in the soul, and it's a song that my great aunt recorded probably about 40 years ago. ¿Acaso fue castigo de Dios que tú fueras así? Para nunca volver. En el alma desde que tú te fuiste, sombras y angustias sobre mi corazón, qué loco empeño de revivir las cosas de un pasado ya muerto, del fantasma de ayer. Porque no estás conmigo, pena que llevo como una maldición. Le he pedido a la Virgen que tú vuelvas, porque si tú no vuelves, me matará el dolor. because if you don't come back to me, the pain will kill me. That's the last line. All right, I'm gonna grab my guitar back here, and we'll play a song that Luke and I wrote together. This is called Llano Estacado, which is a part of Texas up where the plains meet the mesas. So it would be, in Spanish, it's the Llano Estacado, but the Texans say the Llano Estacado. And it's where my grandmother grew up. Marta, she can sing the blues, oh. Left la vida en Salina Cruz, oh. She headed north with her family to the land of opportunity. And Marta, she can sing the blues, oh. On the Llano Estacado out west toward the plain, in a pueblo olvidado where no one knows her name. Marta, she can't settle in, no. 1,000 miles from their next of kin, oh. But little brother, he don't seem to mind. He can't recall life they left behind. And Marta, she can't settle in, no. On the Llano Estacado out west toward the plain, in a pueblo olvidado where no one knows her name. La migra came to town today, oh. They closed the plant and took her dad away, oh. Oh, Marta and little brother hid, and Mama cried like a little kid. La migra came to town today, oh. On the Llano Estacado out west toward the plain, in a pueblo olvidado where no one knows her name. On the Llano Estacado, it's the furthest place to hide, just outside of nowhere, where all they got is time.
Yes, indeed.
Hey.
Beautiful.
Great.
Oh, thank
Oh
you.
my
thank
God,
you, thank you.
yeah. Oh, yeah. I just love how you just commit. You commit to every note that you play and sing, and it is exemplary. Your commitment is so beautiful, Carrie. It always has been.
What a nice thing to say, Mary. That's beautiful. I mean, hey, we got one life. Might as well just dig in, right?
You are committed to what you do, and no holding back, and that just is a great teacher for people who are kind of like a little reluctant to go 100%. It's just beautiful. Like you are there with it, and you mean it, and it's obvious that you're committed. How long have I known you, Carrie? Is it going on 20 years? Is that even possible?
I know you wrote that the other day, and I think it's true. This memory is faint, but didn't we do a show with when I was with Chip, playing with Chip? Didn't we do a show in Sweden together?
We did a little tour where Chip had to fire the promoter
Yes.
because he kept putting us in death metal rock clubs with Norwegian death metal bands either below us or above us, so that the fans that came couldn't hear us play because of the sound of the death metal. Yeah.
So that would have been, I think that was one of my first tours with Chip. So that was like 2003. Two?
2002.
Around there. I mean,
Maybe 2001 and a half.
could really be. What amazing, Mary. And then we've done so many different kinds of tours and shows together over the years. That one tour where I drove you all around the UK.
You blew my mind.
That's great.
Look at her and look at me. Guess who drove? She did. I was terrified to drive in the UK with jet lag on the wrong side of the road. In fact, the first time I ever did it was only 2 years ago.
Really?
Just so scared that I'm going to turn right in front of a truck and it'll be the end of a illustrative career. I am so terrified of making a mistake, and you just jump behind the wheel, turn the key, hit the gas, and off we went on the opposite side of the road with the steering wheel on the other side, and I think it was a standard transmission too. So your left hand is on the gears.
Yeah, I know. That's the kicker right there. Yeah. But and the roundabouts.
Going backwards around the roundabout to an American. I know we have a lot of people on the feed from Scotland and Ireland and England who that's the right side of the road for them. But for us Americans with jet lag, oh my God, it's like, this is terrifying. You just took over and did it. No fear. Amazing.
Well, what I can't believe, though, is that rental car companies allow us to do this. I mean, they allow us to pull right up. Sure, here, take this car. Yeah, go out there into the world. I mean, really, they should make us take a training course before, but whatever.
Oh, my God. Most of our very first move is to shear off one or both rear view mirrors. Missing by a mile the backing into the parking spot or just too close to the corner, because we're terrified of being in the middle. It's a dangerous thing, Americans, musicians driving over there with jet lag.
Especially like couples on the road. I know like the closest we've ever come to major fights were when we first landed and one of us had to drive and the other one with jet lag is going, "You're too close, get away from the road, you're gonna," it's like the stress it puts on a relationship is really
It's
intense.
tough. Plus, if I remember right, we were on those little roads with sheep on both sides, and there was just no shoulder.
And walls. How about the old rock
those
walls?
stone walls
In
on
Wales.
the other side is sheep, nowhere to wobble at all. But we did it. You did it,
We
you
did
know.
it.
I tell Jamie that you come from a long line of matriarchs. Is that correct?
Yeah, I do.
Strong, smart, powerful women. I remember just the sheer presence of your grandmother. What an incredible spirit she had. Her writing, her soul. She was just strong.
She was strong and funny too. She had a great sense of humor about life, which was one of my favorite things about her.
Oh my God.
So.
It's been a pleasure all these years doing this side by side and traveling alongside of you on different highways, sometimes on the same highway. And whenever I find myself in the same club as you, it's such a great joy. I think the last time might have been the Towns Van Zandt Festival in Italy.
Wow.
Actually performed on the same bill. I know we came to see you guys and had a wonderful meal at your mom's house in Austin, but I think the last time we actually played together was at that Towns Van Zandt Festival.
Isn't that beautiful? The Towns Van Zandt Festival in Figino Serenza. Just one of my favorite events on planet Earth.
Oh my God! All the Italian artists singing Towns Van Zandt songs and playing Towns
Yeah.
Van Zandt songs in English. It's really quite an event.
Yeah.
Andrea is a Towns fan, and he pulls it together. He's a wonderful promoter now that there's a space for a promoter there. There's Andrea pulling it in and bringing us over. We miss y'all, Italy.
We do. We miss you so much.
Well, Carrie and Luke, we're going to bring you back for some more songs, but we're going to bring in someone in Italy now so that we can have a little taste of Italy before we miss Italy too much. We can have an Italian here with us. We'll see you guys in a little bit.
All right. See you soon.
Thank you. And we're bringing in Michele. Hello, Maestro.
Ciao Mary.
Ciao,
Ciao.
ciao, ciao. How are
Jamie.
you?
Great to
Ciao.
see you. And thank you for inviting me again this week. And it's so great to see you and to listen to the song. And Carrie, you are right. She is so committed when she plays that violin, when she sings. Wow, it's always so exciting. So thank you for that also. Great moment.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And you too, Maestro. Michele, you commit too. And it is something else to watch the two of you play, to be surrounded by people who are so gifted and so focused on the thing that they're doing, which is art.
Yes. And
I, I know you had a hard week, my friend. I know that you lost a dear friend this week, and
that's
I'm
true.
so I'm
That's
so
true.
sorry.
Thank you, Mary. It was really hard because this friend of mine that is called Paolo Finzi. He died a few days ago, and he chose to die. So he committed suicide. I knew that he had various kind of problems, but every one of us has. So it was anyway unexpected. And Paolo was a little older than me, so I consider him a friend and also a mentor. And he was always so inspiring for me. He was the director of a magazine in Italy, a cultural anarchist magazine that was and is important for many people in Italy. I even wrote for his magazine a review of Rifles and Rosary Beats, and he loved the album, and many people loved the album. So just to give you the idea, he wanted to let people know about really good things, and he had a great taste for good music also, because in the past we had our Bob Dylan in Italy that was called Fabrizio De André, and Paolo Finzi was his closest friend. So from him I knew many incredible stories, and I learned a lot also about music and songwriting. So we really miss him, and I am and he had many friends among the musicians in Italy. So I am thinking that maybe we can do something like a musical tribute to remember him. So, and anyway, I think also that this suicide come in a very difficult moment for everyone in the world, in Italy, and it's not only the COVID, yeah, it's that, but also the fact that we don't know in which direction the world is going right now. What will happen? I'm sure he really felt this. So this fear for the future. So, but anyway, he was a free man, and he was really free in his life, and he was free also to choose his death. So it's really hard to accept, but I respect his choice. So, and
And you've written a song in his honor?
this morning, I was thinking about him, and I wrote a little thing that is not only a dirge for him, but it's also a way to remember his soul. So it's not only sadness; it's also to let you and all people know the greatness of his soul. I was thinking about his soul. So yes, I would love to share this thing on my violin if you like.
Please, Maestro. We're going to put ourselves in the green room so we can focus on what you're doing.
Thank you, Mary. I set the microphone. This is for my friend Paolo Vinci.
Wow.
Wow.
Very
Very
emotional.
emotional. Thank you, Mary. So that was for my friend trying to let you know his great soul. That was what I was feeling, thinking about him this morning. This is very ultimate, but I think that this spot is also a good place to share with our friends what we really feel. That's the way to connect in these difficult times.
Absolutely gorgeous. It makes me think of the walk we had after the long lunch with Paulo Carew. And there
Yes,
was
yes.
fascist graffiti on the walls as we walked Carew back to his little record shop in that town. What's the town of the record shop?
Gallarate,
Gal-
Gallarate.
Gallarate. And
Uh,
as we walked Paulo Carew back, we were looking at the fascist graffiti, and he put his arm around me. He said, I don't know where the world is going, Maria, but we still have the music. We still
yes,
have the music. And, artists, as we proceed, if it gets worse, we will play with more commitment and more passion. We can guarantee that. That is
yes.
our job, and that's what we do. And you just did that for the soul of your friend, and what a beautiful tribute, Maestro. I can't wait for you to record that, so that people can have that. It's gorgeous.
Thank you, Mary, and thank you for letting me share this moment with you and all our friends. Thank you.
Absolutely gorgeous. Are you outside of Venice still in the place?
Yes, yes, yes. I am here right now. I am in a quiet environment, and so I am working on working at home. Um, and sometimes I'm going also to the recording studio, and what I can do in this difficult moment as an artist is to write and to work also on production on other people albums to help them to do this. I was always away touring in the last year, so now I accept every offering in Italy. So I am at home, and there is something to do. And another good thing that I did 1 week ago, I was in Milano. There was a musical prize for young songwriters, and I was in a commission to judge these young songwriters. But the very interesting thing was that I listened to so many great songs.
Oh, that's good news.
Yeah, that's yes, because this moment, who will survive as an artist and will keep doing this in this difficult moment? I'm thinking mostly about people younger than me. If they persist, they should be great, and they are. So I listen to so many great songs, and so maybe another good time will come for for a songwriter from this difficult moment.
We make art from the challenge. That's our job. Yes,
Yeah,
sir. It's good to see you, my friend. You know I love you.
me too, and we see soon.
We see you.
Hopefully next Sunday, but I really hope this time we'll end at some point. We will play again together with our instrument. It will happen.
We will. We
I
will.
keep the faith.
Just don't know when.
Yes.
We'll see you next Sunday for sure when our guest will be Alison Moorer.
Wow, I love her.
I do too.
Yes.
See you soon, Maestro.
Ciao Mary, ciao Jamie. See you
Ciao,
soon.
Michele.
We're going to play one more and then bring Carrie and Luke back on. Black across a blustery sky. Black clouds blowing across a blustery sky. South of Highway 7, all alone crying, oh soul, I sold you away. And when you sell your soul, it opens a deep dark hole. When you sell your soul, it opens a deep dark hole. Drink will leave you thirsty, fire will leave you cold. Oh soul, I sold you away. And I'm singing, oh my soul, I sold you away. Oh my soul, I sold you away. Oh, my soul, I sold you away. Oh, soul, I sold you away. Well, it started with desires, sweet, soft kiss. Started with desires, sweet, soft kiss. It ended in an alley with my face against a fist. Oh, soul, I sold you away. Now I'm singing, oh, my soul, I sold you away. Oh, my soul, I sold you away. Oh, my soul, I sold you away. Oh, soul, I sold you away. Redemption, redemption, have mercy on me. Redemption, redemption, have mercy on me. A body is a prison when the soul's a refugee. Oh, soul, I sold you away. Now I'm pulling into Greenwood to get down on my knees. Pulling into Greenwood to get down on my knees. By Robert Johnson's grave, pray my soul back to me. Oh, soul, I sold you away. I'm singing, oh, my soul, I sold you away. Oh, my soul, I sold you away. Oh, my soul, I sold you away. Oh, soul, I sold you away. Oh, my soul, I sold you away. Oh, my soul, I sold you away. Oh, my soul, I sold you away. Oh, soul,
Oh, soul,
I sold you away. Oh, my soul. Well, I think I'll do a quick commercial here.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know. Oh, sorry.
And what happened there?
Oh, I brought Carrie in. I thought you were.
Oh, I said I was going to do
Yeah,
that,
I'm
and then I
sorry.
changed my mind. I'm sorry about that, Jamie.
Can I
And
just
Carrie.
say that we're just done in? Mary, oh man, I needed this today. And
We did too. We miss y'all so much. When this is all said and done, the four of us need to hit the road together and maybe even bring the Italian from Italy and just have us
sounds great.
a series of opportunities to appear before people instead of ourself and a screen.
Yeah, it's like.
Oh, so beautiful. I forgot the level of goosebumps. I mean, just every single time I've been in the room with you singing one of your songs that's like full body goosebumps. It just happens for every single song. It's
Oh,
amazing.
God bless you for saying that. Well, I'm always and always have been in awe of your musical talent and level of commitment to what you bring people. It's just astonishing and it's incredible. And it's a gift to the world, quite frankly. And what an honor to have y'all both with us today.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for asking us to be a part of it.
Yeah. I wanted to let people know that I believe Luke has designed some incredible bandanas in your store. Is that correct?
I designed my first bandana.
Oh, yeah.
It
I
is
wish we-
absolutely beautiful.
It is.
It's got hearts and dots on it.
I love it. I saw my friend Graham Weber, wearing one today.
I saw
And,
that too.
Yes.
Yep.
They're really cool. I have to get one.
Really nice looking bandana, and you can also use a bandana around your neck as a piece of clothing, but lift it up as a mask and then lower it. If you're, let's say, walking in a park or something and you want to breathe, and somebody comes towards you, you can lift it up. That's our technique anyway.
That's mine too for exercise. You know, when you don't want to be carrying your mask just for a quick. run or
And when people
something.
come, so to out of respect, you lift it, and then when
Exactly.
you're in solitude, you lower it. So it's a timely bandana and a beautiful bandana. It's both practical and a wonderful accessory to clothes. Lovely idea. Really great product there. So I wanted to give a little commercial for that, and also I'd love to have y'all play a couple more songs. I do want to say a few words, and I don't want to mispronounce this, but is it called Laboratorio?
It is. Yes, that was very
Awesome.
good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
How would you say it? Laboratorio? How did I?
Laboratorio.
Laboratorio. I don't want to have a sort of horrible Hispanic accent. How would an Anglo say laboratorio?
Yeah. It's
But
good,
it's,
Mary. Yeah.
It's a collective that you've built over a lot of years with a nod towards Latinx culture and combined with other influence. It's a beautiful series of shows you've done. Can you tell folks about it who don't live in Austin, who aren't familiar with this work? It's really incredible.
Oh, sure, Mary. Thanks for bringing it up. Yeah, it just really stemmed out of my need for growing my community here in Austin, getting to know musicians who I'd never worked with, and bringing people together. And it's also an exploration of Latinx culture through music and spoken word too. But we have an all-star band, and these are some of Austin's greatest musicians. Michael Ramos, I don't know if you've ever worked with him.
I know all about him.
Love Michael.
Keys, and Roscoe Beck, who was Leonard Cohen's musical director for 30 years and wonderful bassist. Alex Marrero, an incredible drummer and vocalist. And then David Polkingham, often on guitar, who's worked with everyone from Alejandro Escovedo to Patty Griffin. So we have this incredible band, and we ask a different guest to join us for each show. And our guests have ranged from Gina Chavez, a singer-songwriter here that I've recorded with, to a woman named Eva Ibarra from San Antonio, who is a conjunto accordion player. There are very few female conjunto accordion players. This is a male-dominated genre. I mean, most people have heard of Flaco Jimenez, who is a great virtuoso. But this woman is every bit as much of a virtuoso as Flaco. But you probably haven't heard her name. So we had Eva come join us for one show where she literally like blew everyone's hair back when she started playing. She's just such a powerful
Yeah, I
singer
remember
and player.
listening to the podcast that you and Gina actually wrote the music for Brené Brown.
Yeah.
Brené Brown's got a wonderful podcast now, and Brené was so kind to bring both of you on for one of the hours, and you talked about Ava's play. Is that show available on YouTube, or was that filmed in any way?
Well, Luke has documented many of the shows, and so far we've got 2 videos up
Fantastic.
on the website of kind of a recap of the night. So, in addition to the music, like we had a wonderful poet for the last show that we did. Her name is Irene Lara Silva from here in Austin, and we had her get up and read a couple of her poems. So yeah, you can go to my website, and I see the banner up there. That's where you can find information about Laboratorio, and of course, when we all get back to being able to be in a room together again, we're going to pick back up and continue our exploration. It's been just such a fulfilling project to be a part of.
As a Cajun, I think of it as gumbo. You
Absolutely.
put a little bit of everything in the pot and put some heat on it and see what happens. It's usually really good.
That's exactly it, Mary. Great analogy.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, so what a thrill to get the opening and closing music to the great Brené Brown's podcast. I've listened to every single episode on my 5-mile walk in the morning. It's a wonderful exploration of the zeitgeist, actually. She has her finger on the pulse of where we are as a species.
Yeah.
And she is brilliant in her analysis of shame, and her discussions of social justice are incredible. And what a thrill to be given the opportunity to write the theme songs, ingoing and outgoing for her. She knows good music when she hears it, and she chose you and Gina. What a wonderful honor, huh?
Oh, amazing. I mean, yeah, and it was literally just a random text one afternoon, saying, would you guys be willing to do this?
Yes.
I guess she said they had been throwing all this kind of, I guess, typical podcast canned music towards her to use, and she wasn't feeling any of it, so she just decided to call up artists who she liked, music that she loved. And so, yeah, what an experience getting to do that. And we were so lucky because we actually recorded it the week before the lockdown started. I mean, I think we recorded,
Wow.
it happened to be when she asked us. So we probably recorded March 11th or 12th, and then literally were stuck in our houses the next day. So fortunate. And we're so fortunate that her podcast has come out during this time.
Mm-hmm, because so many more people are available to listen to it, yes.
And it's just so necessary. It's such a necessary part of getting through everything. Everything
And
that's going
she's
on
so
right
authentic. One of the great appeals that she has, aside from her superior intelligence, is her authenticity.
now.
She's
Yeah.
real. She's not going to hawk a product she doesn't believe in, and she's not going to have a canned theme music. She's going to pick two of her favorite songwriter musicians to write that for her. Of course she is. And she's a fellow Texan. She's in Houston, correct?
Yeah, I think she's
Yeah.
between Houston and here. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, congratulations on that. I hope that it brings a lot more people to your wonderful music. And speaking of wonderful music, would you give us a couple more songs?
Sure. All right.
Thank you.
Well, I think since we're talking about Brené and Gina Chavez is the very talented singer-songwriter who I got to work with to make the music for Brené's podcast, I will play the song that Gina and I wrote together. This is called La Última Vez. Take these off. Get ready for my headphone here. Oh, that's a good one. So this is called La Última Vez. That means the last time. You don't like the way I say your name. Well, I wish I had mine back. And you say I'm the only one to blame, but I know better than that. You don't like it when I make that sound. Well, I can't get yours out of my head. It drives you crazy when I look around. How about you start looking my way instead? Que tonta eres, tú me dices that's not for better, only worse. Que tonta eres, tú me dices I've fallen to pieces por la última vez. You don't like the way I sing my songs. Well, I don't sing them only for you. You can't stand it when I prove you wrong, honey. I'm just trying to speak the truth. Que tonta eres, tú me dices that's not for better, only worse. Que tonta eres, tú me dices I've fallen to pieces por la última vez. Mama, she taught me how to be a strong lady, stand up for what I believe. The put downs you gave me linger on in my memory, so it's time to set you free. Que tonta eres, tú me dices that's not for better, only worse. Que tonta eres, tú me dices I've fallen to pieces por la última vez. La última vez. Por la última vez. Última vez. All right. La última vez. Well, Mary, I thought we would try this song that we wrote together, you and I. We haven't played this too much lately, but it's a song Mary and I wrote, I think when I was living in New York, and it had to be, let's see, it's on my, which record is it on? She Ain't Me. So it had to be sometime around 2007 or 8 that we wrote this on a dreary autumn day in New York City. This is called Absence. tighter when love starts slipping away. And don't those winter winds whisper it's time to let go. walk stronger when her last leaves fall into the snow. Snow, sleet, wind, and rain, breath on a window pane. Absence is the hardest truth. Don't have murder of crows on a maple who's hungry at night. Don't loose flocks soar over the rooftops in sorrowful flight. Don't those winter crows gather together by the light of the moon? Don't a heart beat heavy alone in a dark and empty room. Snow, sleet, wind, and rain, breath on a window pane. Absence is the hardest truth. At the end of this long separation, my mind starts to clear. If I can't make it through on my own, then I better face my fear. Snow, sleet, wind, and rain, breath on a window pane. Absence is the hardest truth. Oh, absence tells the hardest truth.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I haven't thought about writing that with you. That's a long time ago now, isn't it?
It sure is.
Wow.
Yeah, another lifetime ago. Feels like.
Oh, couple. Gosh, that was a beautiful rendition. Luke, your playing is so beautiful.
Oh, thank you, Mary.
Oh, wow. Thank y'all both so much for being a part of our afternoon. It's so good to see y'all and just share some time together. Really. We miss y'all, for real.
Yeah, me too. I can't wait to sit around a dinner table again together.
Yeah. it was-
Share some food and really, this is so beautiful what you're doing. I love that you're holding up your friends and you're helping everybody out around you. I love getting to see Michaela. That was so beautiful, so beautiful. But thanks for bringing us all to your party and your home,
Well,
sharing us with your fans. It's really
Thanks for
beautiful.
making the time, and thank your fans for signing in on your page. And we're pleased to meet everybody we haven't met and cross-pollinate. I know that my people absolutely adore what you're up to, and spreading the word is part of I think the mission statement is letting people know who you believe in, and I have always believed in you, and that's a fact.
Thank you, Mary.
Hope to see you soon, and until such time, we'll see you on the internets.
Okay. All right. Much
All right,
love,
Mary.
y'all.
Take care.
Safe.
Big kiss on each cheek to Cruz
Yeah,
from both of
cruise,
us.
Yeah.
Oh,
Say
yeah.
hi to Cruise for us.
Take
All
care.
right. Will do.
Bye
y'all.
bye. This is the part of the show where we let you know a few things about what we're up to to make ends meet right now, we're still offering the bundle of my entire life work, all 10 CDs in a box, shipped to your home from my home. 10 records, $50. And for the next couple of days, I will include a face covering that says Mercy. It's a really lightweight mask. It's not medical grade, but it's good for outside on a run or a walk. Pop it on, pull it off. It's got little ear nodules that you just kind of slip it in. Extremely lightweight, made of t-shirt material. We'll throw one in every bundle that we sell for the next week. Free, no charge, and all 10 records, $50. And we did order 100 of these. These are much more durable masks with Mercy on them. They just came in yesterday. They're on the website. And these have adjustable ear straps and can be put in the washer and the dryer. So we have those. And as always, the Mercy Now t-shirt, small to triple X. And tea towels with Mercy Now written upside down, no, written on them, and handwritten lyric sheets. If you have someone's birthday coming up and you don't know what to get them and they're a fan of a song I wrote, I will write the lyrics. Can you see it? I will write the lyrics out by hand and put their name on it and sign it and send it to you. Those are available on the website as well, and a bunch of other stuff. We appreciate the support we've been given on the merch front and on the donation front. All the donations that come in are going to be split among all the musicians that you've seen on the screen today. And thank you for your continued support. We're humbled by it, to be honest. People keep giving and giving and giving, and my God, thank you. Jamie Harris hadn't played on this show in a while. Would you play a song?
Sure.
Thank you.
Thank you for asking.
We'll tilt this over towards you a little bit.
Just a little bit, sure.
The only reason I am here is 'cause to us all he made it clear he'd like for me to sit here at your table. For other guests you poured the wine, got to me in your sweet time when you finally found me fit and able. Well, if he were here, he'd pour my drink, set it down before he'd even think to take a sip to cure his own thirst. Well, to sit here with your smiles fake or stand outside with swallowed hate, well, I have not decided which is worse. Are you free, or are you hiding from the things you don't agree with or believe in? I fought the battle with the sword, but won the battle with the Lord, a power that believes in second chances. So are you free, or are you hiding from the things you don't agree with or believe in? Skim the text and find the lines that feed your purpose. It's so easy to love your brother on the surface. The only reason we are here is 'cause the Spirit made it clear that love is not reserved just for our own kind. Well, it travels over many shores, through rivers, canyons, prison doors, and I believe it travels all the time.
It feels like a really good place to end today, on the day that John Lewis made his final crossing over that Edmund Pettus Bridge, where he will be brought to, and has been brought to, the state capitol in Alabama so that the public can pay their respects. There'll be 6 days of tributes to John, and he loved his brother far more than on the surface. It was a life spent fighting for social justice, and he has deep respect from both of us, who cried a lot this morning watching the ceremony, as the caisson carried the casket across the bridge for that final time. God bless all of y'all. Be nice to each other, and as John Lewis always said, when you see something that ain't right, say something, do something. God bless. We'll see y'all next week with Allison Moorer as our guest, and Michele will be back, of course. Take care.